Welcome back, everybody, to A&M Reviews. It's Muhammad and Adrian, and today we're here to review the film Deep Water on Hulu. So, what did you get from the film Deep Water?
Well, I'm just going to say I'm not sure why it's titled Deep Water, because shallow water is what, kind of messed it up.
Let's not give any spoilers before we get into it.
You got to watch the movie to understand why that's funny. But I think
once we got to that point, man, I'll let you know once we get there.
Okay. Well, I thought, originally I thought, man, this is pretty boring. It's very mundane. It's very drab. You have Vic and Melinda, who are very rich and affluent. I'm trying to remember the story in order. But essentially you have this couple who is married, and their marriage is very, very sad. There's nothing going on. They have a child together. They've been together for a few years.
Hey, let's not get into the story yet. Let's give your thoughts before the spoilers.
Well, it's hard because my thoughts, I think, would spoil. I think. Will I watch this movie again? No. I think it's a tease of a good movie. It's a 2.5-hour runtime, and somehow it feels too short and too long at the same time, because everything that I think needed more details wasn't there, like the basis of their relationship, how they even meet. And everything that was there was, I wanted him to kill her. What are you waiting? I was confused. I feel like Ben Affleck's performance was one note.
I agree.
He seemed depressed the entire time, and didn't. The only lines he gave some emotion to were ones where he was threatening people, and even that was kind of, is he really? I don't know. So he's very one note. I think Anna de Armas's character, Melinda, was somewhat of an interesting character, but still only one note. She had more to do in the movie, but still pretty much only one note, and it was really unclear how we got there. The story felt a little unfinished from start to end. I believe it's based on a book. I'm not sure if the book is written, I'm sure, more fleshed out, but it just felt very incomplete. Very much, she was very much teased to him, and the movie was a tease to me.
I agree with pretty much everything that you said, but I did enjoy this movie.
It was hard to watch. It was like, okay, let's move on. I get it. Is he going to react or not? Is he? The description, that you gave at the beginning, insinuates he's okay with this, but he's not. But he is. He is getting played. He's an embarrassment. His neighbors know it. Even his kid knows it.
Wait, hold on. We haven't gotten into the story yet. But it is advertised as a psychological thriller. And it's a thriller, I think, that is different from any other psychological thriller.
Wasn't that thrilling.
But it plays on your mind, okay, are they actually okay with each other, or what about these guys? What's the relationship here? How far can she go? Or does he have anything else going on? That's the psychological part for me, or at least that's what I thought.
Well, I see, so I'm looking at films that are similar to this: Fatal Attraction, Gone Girl. I feel like there was more things for the viewer to be like, oh, interesting, or what? That's what? There's more of those moments. Here, I didn't feel surprised too much. It felt like it was just depressing. It was really depressing.
Well, I agree with that. I definitely agree with everything that you're saying, but I think it is very similar to Gone Girl, because we do have Ben Affleck with somebody, his wife, who pretty much does not like him. And in some way, and in some way wants some kind of revenge or a way to get back at him. And he's kind of playing the same character, except in Deep Water, he doesn't have another woman that he's with.
No, even though I feel like in Gone Girl, he had more range of emotion, though.
He did.
There was anger, there was joy, the cheating even brought up something. He was a person. Here, he was very much a robot.
He is. He really is. He smirks a little bit here and there, especially when he's talking to the guys. But
yeah, that was weird.
For the most part,
I thought maybe he he got something out of this. The act of her cheating, did something for him, but it doesn't. It makes him upset, and he does nothing about it until he does too much.
Yeah, but it's really hard to talk about this movie without spoiling it. But to finish up my thoughts about it, I think not everybody's going to like this. Actually, most people will not like this. But I think, if you can make it to the end, it's worth it. The very end. Because I rewound it at
putting that little station
10 times
to the max. He was pushing that station wagon to the max.
But his struggle to get there.
I said, "Oh my God, man, get it!" I will say, the last 5 minutes is probably the funniest 5 minutes of the entire movie, and the most consequential and serious. And yet, it ends so abruptly. It ends when I thought it got interesting. After 2.5 hours, it finally got interesting, and then no consequences.
Thanks for watching, and if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.